everybody. It is day, I don't know when, of harvest at this point. We are still in the wheat, and if you see behind me, we are on the farm. We're right in the middle of the farmyard, which I think is really cool. This wheat is doing great. Of course, I'm still learning a whole lot, but I'm having so much fun. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to have everything thrown at you at once on the farm, then welcome to the last few days of my life. Well, welcome to wheat harvest in North Dakota, where one day it's going to be so dusty you can't see straight, and the next you're stuck in mud that they nicknamed gumbo for a reason. If y'all have been watching for a while, you'll know that the farm that we work on has recently put up a couple new bins. Here we're finally cutting the wheat all around the farmyard, and it's such a cool experience. I'm sorry I couldn't get a better clip, but I think this is still pretty epic. If y'all have been watching for a while, you'll know that a few vlogs back, Zach and I climbed to the top, not very willingly in my opinion. That was really high, and you got to see the wheat when it was still green, and it's really cool to see it all coming together. As we are nearing the end of our first North Dakota wheat harvest, I just wanted to throw a few facts out there because it is wildly different from Kansas. Did y'all know that North Dakota farmers plant over 6.6 million acres of wheat every single year? That's nearly 1/5 of the state's land used for this vital crop. And like Zach and I have been saying a lot lately, it really seems like there are more acres of cropland than there are people in North Dakota, and we like it that way. Now, if I'm correct, the AF11 boasts a 567 bushel grain tank. And legend has it, it can unload up to 6 bushels per second. For my non-farming friends, let's put it into perspective. A bushel is 60 pounds, contains probably like 1 million kernels of wheat. I am absolutely amazed with all of this new technology, and harvest has been such a whirlwind for me because we've been learning from scratch everything in a whole new state. So, although things aren't in order, we're taking y'all along with us.
Good morning. We're just getting out to the field for the day to get serviced up. Had a really big day yesterday. I think we did right at 400 acres, which if you've ever cut wheat in North Dakota, especially early on, that's a big day because it's pretty tough going all the time. Just the cool weather, humidity, and then the wheat just doesn't turn very fast here. We parked kind of in a kochia patch, but that's a big header. If you haven't ever seen the engine bay on an AF11, here you go. You can see the engines on these are actually turned from how a normal combine would be. And 3 fans for the radiator, which is kind of cool. Oh my gosh, are you JoJo Snow?
Ew.
Can I have your autograph?
Absolutely.
Can I have one of your cats?
Absolutely not. It's another day of harvest. I got a special guest with me. I'm teaching her so she can take over. Not really. Not really. She doesn't. You don't want to do the green part. She might be good at it. So we're chasing her dad around, and we're chasing Zach around. We did dad last, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go do Zach next. I am almost full. It's kind of nice having a buddy because it helps me relax a little bit. This field is a little bumpy, and you know, I took her for a little ride like right now. If I was going any faster, we would be bouncing off and hitting the ceiling.
She was touching all the buttons.
Oh my gosh, yes, Livy. She figured out all the blinkers for me. I didn't know this thing had blinkers, and she found, which one was it? The left one?
Yeah.
Yeah, she found the left blinker for me, and it took me like 15 minutes to figure it out. So we're just learning things every day.
You can just film them. This is pretty cool.
So as you can see, it was pretty nice this day. We had a couple of film crew buddies riding along with us and getting some pretty cool footage. So thanks, guys. A lot of you guys in the comments would love to see more action shots, and it's been really cool this year for harvest. We've had lots of cameras and lots of eyes on us, and it's been nice having 2 combines in the field to just kind of keep things moving. As busy as we've been, it's been hard to take out the camera, set it up, and start filming. So we got plenty of footage of Zach with his monster in his mouth and lots of action.
We're doing it on the road, 60 feet wide. Don't tell the neighbors. I'm only going a mile. We haven't seen anyone on this road all day. It'll be okay. No, we won't be on the road much with this header on, but this is one of the rare occasions. We feel pretty okay about it. Just going up, if you can see those grain bins up there, and then I'm turning down a section line and going to that wheat right there. There's not much out here. A couple moose, might have to move out of the way. That's about it.
And this is where I started to discover that things would get a little bit sketchy in certain fields. So not only do we have a few little sloughs here and there that they have to cut around, but there are piles and piles of rocks in some of these fields. And I also learned that the frost, when it comes up out of the ground, it can push rocks from deep, deep down in the ground. So I've heard a few local farmers say that it's just, you never know what you're gonna get. It's always a surprise every year of where a big rock is gonna pop up. You never know when. And as always, we're doing a little switcheroo there. We have a guy coming out to scope everything out and see the new combine in action. Well, I didn't know the whole plan at this point of taking this clip, but Zach got on the radio and he had to dump on me immediately and leave the field. I wasn't really sure what happened yet, but I knew that he hit a rock at some point. He was outlining the outside of this field that we had just moved to, and things got a little sketchy, and it was pretty concerning to hear the concern in his voice. So here I am following Brandon around the field in Zach's pass, and I'm looking so carefully to see if I can find this rock, and I just never did. So we came up to the location of the incident where Zach lifted up and turned around, and we just could not see it. I wasn't sure what side of the pass it was on. I was zooming in on every little bit, and I was looking all over for it. There's Brandon swerving around. He was not taking any chances. I was just left stumped. I'm sitting here looking at this footage. Do you guys see where the rock could be anywhere? They are so well hidden sometimes and lodged in the ground that you can't really tell where they're at. I got right up next to it at that point. Can you guys tell? I can kind of see something weird, but it's just amazing how well they're hidden in the ground. Sometimes they're lodged in and you can't see but half of them. Just take a look at what a maze these fields are. If you don't know the shape of the field off the top of your head, you would not know where to go. Look at all these low spots, salt spots, cattails everywhere. By the time I found my way around, Zach was already back in the field. He had fixed the issue, and then he was ready to show me what he had hit with the header. About big rocks or anything like that. Here we have to worry about boulders in the ground. So hitting a boulder isn't very good for the header, but I'm actually impressed and amazed that that it knocked that thing out of the ground. And there y'all have it. We're discovering all sorts of cool stuff up here. We found the mud. We found the boulders in the ground. Zach is also teaching me all the tips and tricks on what to do when you start to bog down, when your cart is completely full and you're starting to hit a little soft spot in the field. I'm telling y'all, this is a whole new world up here. If you're new here and this is your first impression of me, welcome to the mess. I am learning the good, the bad, and the ugly on what it's like to farm in a whole new region across the entire United States, from down south where there are center pivots to water the crops, all the way up here where we don't need none of that. If you want to support the channel, go to snowgrownoutdoors.com. That is our website where we carry really cool trucker hats. We have hoodies, we have t-shirts. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave those down below. We love reading those, and we will see you guys in the next one for probably the rest of wheat harvest, and then we will be ready to start our bean harvest. Thank y'all for watching. Be safe, and okay, love you. Bye.